Samurai Warriors 4 was released roughly 4 years after the third installment, entering the 2010s as it were. Released for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, with the PS4 version having updated graphics and fills the screen with more mobs to defeat. This title will be made to celebrate the series' 10th anniversary, and overall theme for this title is to tell the history of the era's unification, with a new storytelling method giving more coverage to the losers of history, which was neglected in previous titles. And boy do they. I could say this installment is not only a huge and vastly big improvement over Samurai Warriors 3, this game would probably be in my top 5 Samurai Warriors games with all its changes. In fact, playing this on my friend's PS4 was one of the many games that got me to jump back to the Sony consoles after the Xbox 360. That, and I was missing a lot of the expansions and other spin-off games that were slowly becoming PlayStation exclusives. However, as stated before in the last video, Samurai Warriors 3 would be the last game in the series to have English dub. Starting with this game, in the US, the series would be Japanese only from here on out.
Admit it!
What?
Admit it! You poisoned the food that quenched the hunger of I!
It was me!
Knew it! Did I? No! What about the being a Japanese?
If you
that
keep
bad
touching it, you're gonna regret it!
Not choose the one you trust, not trust the one you choose!
Harder!
Beat it!
Oh, damn. I'm so close.
You disgust me, boy!
There's nothing wrong playing it with English subtitles, but unfortunately for me this falls back to Dynasty Warriors 2, where that one would have stuff flash up and inform me of struggles, deaths, and morale, etc., but wasn't voiced. This is how I feel about this game during gameplay. Fine for cutscenes, but as I trash the army and a character starts speaking, I'm not reading it as I'm trying to defend or struggle with an officer, or even trying to get to a destination. At least when the missions pop up in the game, it slows down, zooms in on the map where I need to do it and what to do, allowing a moment of clarity and relaxing for a brief time. It's pretty smooth when that happens, but most of the time I tend to ignore the dialogue of the characters speaking during gameplay. At least I'm no longer being told how to finish a battle like the last game. They just throw you in and complete it as you see fit, so much better. And to top it off, we get several new mechanics in this installment. We get hyper attacks, a dashing attack that's used to clear crowds of enemies quickly. Just tap the triangle button a few times and throw in a square to do a unique end attack during it. This causes all characters to have 2 types of attack strings. It does replace the charge 1 of all characters, but I think that this is a better improvement and makes this series stand out over its Dynasty Warriors counterpart. In fact, thanks to this hyper attack, future Warriors Orochi games would make the Samurai Warriors better at crowd clearing and playstyle overall. Now do keep in mind though, if an officer or NPC are in the middle of the crowd, they can cancel you out and knock you back, so it's not entirely broken. There is also bannermen that increase the morale of a specific area of the map, increasing the defense and attack power to any officers in the area, preventing flinching to the basic fodder soldiers on higher difficulties. Killing them is highly recommended because it can cause the area to change color from red to neutral, allowing you to do your standard damage to the enemy and not take as much. Carrying a mechanic from Samurai Warriors Chronicles, the handheld, we can now select 2 characters per battle and switch between them on the fly during battle, and even command the other to defend officers' bases or attack other officers. This is fantastic and perfect for the over 50 characters, 12 being new or returning from spin-off games. It allows you to focus leveling up 2 characters at once and get weapons and drops for them. Now if you play couch co-op, obviously player 2 controls the other character and you can't switch between them during battle since both players are playing at the same time. But honestly, for single player, this is a great feature. We even have a might strike when an enemy officer is staggered and weak enough. You can enter a unique finishing animation on them. It's great for taking down several officers one after another during battle. The spirit charge from Sengoku Musou 3 Empires, a game we never got here in the West but we'll mention it anyway, has been reworked into being more used for after images, and dash attack animations are used for spirit charge counterattacks. We do get a rage attack using a full spirit gauge to enter a powerful state with increased armor and power with the ultimate Musou that can be triggered before the end of it. Very similar to Dynasty Warriors 5 rage tokens, but now it's always filling up during combat and not have to find a token like Dynasty Warriors 5. A proficiency system with levels is added to this game. Each action's effectiveness and strength will increase based on the frequency of the player uses them. It's divided into 4 major categories located under a character's normal stats: normal attack, charge attack, special skill, and hyper attack, with usable items from the last installment coming back that you can scroll through during battle and use on the fly, with a new heirloom one that is tied to each character having their own treasure. And of course, weapon forging returning from the last installment, well, with some tweaks overall, with the weapon attributes being visually tied to a colored gem. But a great feature is a character can donate their old weapon tributes to strengthen another character's weaponry. We would also get character creation back once again. Finally, it got overhauled, thank God. You can edit the various parts, hair colors, make adjustments to your figure, and everything. Finally, at the 4 main games and a few empires, we get to this point. Story mode is split up in two ways. You can play regional stories focusing on a specific region or clan opposed to an individual character story with in-depth events and so forth. Has 10 different chapters. I actually like this. You can play several of the clans, gain those little interactions between characters by using them in battle and whatnot. This is honestly a great way to use the characters and not have to make a story for each, but just focus on their clan as a whole. Kind of like Dynasty Warriors 4, but now we have lots of events to get between all the characters. I can get behind this. And then we have the unification of the land story, which is a summary of the end era. So you would play all the others first before during this one. I give them props, they really went all out on expanding the telling of each character's story or clan. Then we got Chronicle mode. This mode reenacts Mercenary mode and seen in other Warriors titles, yet borrows from the main story found in the Chronicle spin-off titles, you know, the handhelds. One of the main draws of this mode is providing multiple perspectives of the main cast not otherwise seen in story mode. Characters can either become good friends or alienate characters of their choice through personal conversations. And to top it off, rare weapons, aka the ultimate weapons, are easier to earn in this mode. Just have to do the gold weapon icon mission, take your strongest character on a hard difficulty and complete the task. It is so straightforward and you can nab every character's weapon this way. It's easy as all hell, and of course this mode allows you to lock more parts for your character creation, so it's totally worth it. And this game does have a lot to do. Come on, it has over 1,000 named NPCs in this game. I'm not kidding, that's how many generic NPCs are in this game. As you can see, I played the hell out of this title when I first got a PlayStation 4. I was really getting back into it for this video. The hyper attacks were always one of my favorite additions to this series. It's just so awesome ranking hundreds of kills quickly and get that combo count up fast. This is definitely one of the games besides Samurai Warriors 2 that I was just looking forward to getting to. There is a reason I consider it in my top 5 Samurai Warriors games, and it seems I'll be trying the second one. Yes, this game had a standalone sequel of sorts. I think it was supposed to be Extreme Legends expansion, but that didn't happen. But there's enough in that game to do a video, and I do look forward to it.